As promised, I am doing a video today about being disabled and dating. And I really like this lighting and this setup, so I'm probably going to keep it. It's in my bedroom. Here's my headboard right here. But anyways, let's just get into it. I just want to tell y'all like what my experiences of dating has been as a disabled person, and just kind of what has worked for me and what hasn't worked for me. And yeah, that's just kind of what I want to go into today. So, one thing that I like to do, since I am like currently dating, I am in the dating scene, is that I really like to be upfront about like my situation. And that basically is just, I like to tell guys that basically I am in a wheelchair, like I am disabled. And if you're cool with that, awesome. Like, let's go grab a drink or something and let's go hang out. If you're not, then don't date me. Simple as that. Like, it's really not that hard to understand. Some guys really like to like dance around with the idea of dating a disabled woman, and it's really annoying because y'all are not helping the situation. I mean, it's just kind of like we're wasting both of each other's times. So there's just no point. If you're into me, you're into me. If you're not, leave it alone. I'm not gonna sit here and waste my time, and you shouldn't either. It's not fair to the both of us. So I definitely like to be upfront about just my situation, and just kind of let guys know, like, hey, I am disabled, and you don't really have to disclose what your disability is, but just kind of give a general kind of feel, like, not feel, but just kind of a general description of what your disability is. You never have to really disclose like what exactly your disability is, not unless you feel comfortable with it. And that's just personal for me. Like, I don't disclose what my disability exactly is to guys unless I feel very comfortable with them. Otherwise, I'm probably not going to. The second thing is don't settle for less. And this is just really like a rule for anybody in the dating scene. Don't date a guy just because, you're trying to settle, or just because you're alone and you don't really, you've really just given up on dating. And the thing about it is I feel like when you settle, you're not really like, you're not really like the person that you really want to be, and you're not really with the person that you want to be, because I feel like you're kind of being somebody else. So yeah, definitely don't settle for less. And if you can, try and avoid, wow, I cannot speak today. Try and avoid weird ass guys. Like, I cannot stress this enough. Through my dating scene and just like my dating history and everything, I can't tell you how many times I've come across weird ass guys. Really, I think who weren't really like there because they liked me, but just there because they were trying to use me as a fetish, perhaps, or just because they thought they were interested at one point, but it was more along the lines of they like to use me because of my disability, not because of who I was as a person. So, I am disabled, but that doesn't complete me as a person. I am a person with a disability. And I always say that, especially for people who have like autism, MR. They're people. They're people with disabilities, but they're still people. So I definitely try and avoid weird ass guys. Just guys that are like, that really see me as a fetish. And I don't like it. So that's that's another thing that I do, is I just avoid weird ass guys altogether. When you do go dating, when you do go out with your date, whether it be a guy, girl, whoever you're into, make sure that you have accommodations. So it wouldn't make sense to show up to a restaurant or to a location and you can't access it. So always make sure when you go to a restaurant, when you go to an outing of some sort, make sure you do have accommodations. Make sure you are able to get into the restaurant. Make sure you are able to get to the venue. That way you don't really have that many problems coming up and everything just runs smoothly. And that's just kind of like what has worked for me. But also just being yourself. I can't tell you how many times that I have tried to be somebody else, especially when I was younger, and tried to be somebody else so that I can make that person happy. And it's like I wasn't really even thinking about myself because I wanted to please the other person so much. And it sucks. And it leaves the other person probably fulfilled and happy, but it doesn't leave you always fulfilled and happy. So just make sure that you are being yourself. Make sure that you are, just showing the person your full potential of who you are as a person. So yeah, that has been kind of just just what has worked for me. I am, like I said, currently in the dating scene. I love it. I'm very happy. And yeah, so if y'all like this, give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. My next video is going to be on shapewear and why I don't use it. I have my own personal story as to why I do not use shapewear. And yeah, so y'all keep a lookout for it. It's going to be next Monday. And I'm excited. All right, well, y'all have a great day.